We are out here with the one and only Funny Mike.
What's up, man? I'm happy to be here.
Funny Mike.
What's up, man? I'm happy to be here.
Hey,
Diamond boy.
Hey, take me through what you got on your neck right now.
Man, I just cashed out, man.
100K.
Woo-hoo. But you should see how he smile once that money, he get that money. Like, he get excited, like, it do something to him.
You actually fought a murder case.
Yeah.
And, you know, how was going through that?
Like I said, man.
I didn't even know. So what are the results? What I ended up?
And he's here with you right now, so that's how it ended up.
Okay. So you beat the case.
And guys, we are back with another special episode of the Flawless Podcast presented by Johnny Dang. And we are out here with the one and only Funny Mike.
What's up, man? I'm happy to be here.
Hey,
Diamond boy.
Hey, the BFFs are back together. And Funny Mike, you said this is one of your first interviews in a long time.
Hold up. You say you was coming to my birthday party, man. You ain't come to the birthday party. He came to the birthday party.
So I'm not a BFF.
Man, you was playing, man. I don't know, man. You ain't show up to the birthday party. Hey, you came, though, man.
Is there going to be a Doge party coming soon? I'll make that one.
Ooh, at $1, we're going to be a super party. Trust me.
Hey, and speaking of Doge, take me through what you got on your neck right now.
Man, I just cashed out, man.
100K.
Ooh, see, I believe, you know.
Y'all guys must be, listen, this is the only thing I did to tell them. Retail price for this had to be like 200,000. My truly cost, because you know, the family, because 50 karat diamond, 100K. So that's really my cost. Don't ask me because I'm worried people came, hey, I want to spend 100K for this. Hell no, you don't get that big Funny Mike price.
You know.
Because the family price.
That's the family deal, you know, the family package.
BFF
you know?
deal. Now let me ask you this.
But you should see how he smile once that money, he get that money. Like, he get excited. Like, it do something to him.
Yeah.
He smiles like when you look and Doge goes up 20%.
Yeah.
So you said 50 carats and diamonds on that pendant?
Right.
How long did that take to do, Johnny?
Oh, it took me a while from the design. Basically, not that long because, you know, we manufacture in-house like 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
3
Not
weeks
even
get it done.
it wasn't even that long.
Not that long.
It like 2 weeks to me. Like
when Funny Mike say, I want a piece, say too easy.
Yeah, he do it quick. And I was on his ass too. I'm taking, man, ASAP that because he'll wait and see if I'm serious, but I'm serious. ASAP it.
Right.
And I follow up with him the next day so he can know I'm serious. Like, did you start? Tomorrow. So that's when I know I had to be serious first.
Right.
So I know you got a lot of dope jewelry. Is this the biggest jewelry
This
purchase?
is my favorite one.
But is this the biggest purchase you've ever made for a jewelry piece?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, I
because
had to
I got a
think
couple
for a
of
second,
necklace, piece,
Yeah.
a couple of necklace. So this one of the biggest.
Yeah, this is the biggest.
And see, you repping Doge, so take me through. What got you into Doge?
Elon.
And what year was this?
2020, late 2020, going into January of 2021.
So while other people were worried about spending money and other things during the pandemic,
I was investing.
You were investing.
Not only just in 2021, but the following years up to the day.
So for some of the people that are watching this video, tell them why it is a smart investment to get into crypto or even to Doge.
I wouldn't even point people to crypto because some people wouldn't, you know, it's hard to convince somebody like, oh, go to crypto, but you can, hey man, I think you should get some, but I wouldn't say, hey man, just go get some, you know, because
that's right. Because to me, there are a lot of crypto because so many crazies, scam crazy. So it's not really. We talk about Dogecoin, one of the very stable. Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum, some of the you know, kind of stable where we invest on. But I'm not really. I love to make a piece, but not really motivate people. But on the crypto, because a lot of them they can lose money.
Yeah, you can lose money. You gotta be
mentally.
mentally ready and patient for no crypto. You know, if you're not patient, it's not going to work for you. You know, I've been in, I done learned. It's stuff you still gotta learn. But like for the fun part of it, like get some Doge. But I don't, you know, to my people I recommend because I know, but like for a stranger, like it's hard for you to convince them because some people don't have no history of using crypto or knowing what it do or you know, so it's one of them things until it's mandatory that you have crypto by the government, it's like some people shy away from it, but I'm pro crypto. Like,
make sure you do your due diligence, all right?
Yeah, do your own research,
right,
you know. But I'm
right.
betting with Elon with Doge, and that's it, just Doge.
Well, Johnny brings up a funny point because he did say that there's a lot of scams out here, and about
you got to watch out.
And one thing I'm gonna bring up, and I want to get your intake on this, is about 2 weeks ago, a very famous meme, a girl that did the hot tour.
She scammed her community with a shit coin.
That's crazy. That's what I'm saying.
They say she rugged for like $3 million.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they say they take her ass to court or some shit. They say she going to jail.
So you didn't invest in no hawk, huh?
Nah, man, I'm Dogecoin to the end. You can't tell, like, people say, yeah, fuck Bitcoin too. I'm Doge. I'm straight with Elon. I'm rolling the dice. I ain't betting against robotics.
That's how you do believe it. But that dude is, don't get me wrong. He's too good. He's smart. So
yeah, that's it.
I believe you got right.
You know?
So this is motivation interview. Forget about crypto right now. Get back to your YouTube. How long you been doing your YouTube?
I've been doing YouTube for like, I say 7 years. I think going on 8. It could be wrong. It should be 7 years. 7 or going on 8
How many
years.
subscribers you have right now?
13 million subscribers.
13 million. You know how hard it is.
Yeah, it's hard. A lot of hard work, man. A lot of grinding, man. Year for year for year. But then you a lot of people think YouTubing is easy. Like, oh, I want to get a YouTube because it look easy. It ain't easy. For year after year, month after month, you got to come up with content. I ain't post a video in 4 weeks because I've been.
What make you do the YouTube? What make you do the?
Well,
when you started.
Because basically my nephew Jay, he was showing me because I really wasn't into the YouTube world. Like, if I wasn't putting on the beat, the rap too, I wasn't watching YouTubers I didn't know. So my nephew, he had showed me, he had showed me in the middle of the trenches. Now I wasn't YouTubing. It was just getting it how I live, But he showed me, he was like, yeah, this Perfect Labs, so after he showed me Perfect Labs, he started showing me. I said, so show me some more YouTubers. He showed me CJ So Cool, and from there I looked. I'm like, okay, this shit look easy. You know what I'm saying? To me, it look easy because I'm a comedian, but it looks easy because I was already doing before I got into YouTube, I was already doing videos off a phone. But I was posting on Facebook before I was posting on YouTube.
All right.
And I was and before Instagram, I did comedy skits on Instagram, but this before Instagram had videos. This was straight pictures. I was doing comedy.
That's back then.
I was doing the old type of comedy on Instagram before they had videos. I'm talking about the 4 square memes. It's like, okay, square, 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 and you put a word on it. That type of comedy, but just picture comedy. I was doing that, so it's just I elevated with the platforms. Facebook, then Instagram came along with just photos. I start doing the videos on Facebook. I was doing a photo comedy on Instagram. Then Instagram came along with the 15-second videos. It did. It wasn't this long at first.
That's right.
It was the 15 seconds, okay?
That's right.
I say, okay, how can I make them laugh in 15 seconds? Started that, then it went from 15 seconds to 30 seconds. Damn, man, how can I, but as it elevated, now you can post down there fucking
some video.
You can post 10 minutes. How many? Just know it didn't elevate it.
Okay,
but I was scared to watch it go from 15 seconds, 30 seconds.
Another question. How tough it is from 0 to 1 million subscribers from beginning? How long it took you?
After because after he showed me who this was, I still had my own name, but I just wasn't a YouTuber, so I reached out to Perfect Labs at the time. She was killing the shit. So I reached out, yo, can we link up or some shit? Because I'm trying to learn. And she wrote back. And that's when I came out here to Houston and I linked with her and she showed me
who is this?
Perfect Labs. She's a YouTuber. She stay here.
Oh, really?
She stay out here. I think y'all should get on the podcast.
Well. We need to get her on there and get her grill. That's right.
Yeah, so she put me on game with how it works, and I was around their household seeing how that shit worked for like a few weeks and shit, and I collab with them, and when I went back home, I got the knowledge now. So boom, I did a prank on my nephew, and from there it was that prank went viral. Like I broke his 2K. Broke his NBA 2K. I forgot what year it was. So you could just go look it up. But I did that on him, and that bit went viral overnight. Cause at first it wasn't, you know how I got the bad kids thing now. The kids, it wasn't that at first. My nephew, I put him in a video and that bitch went crazy. Then they see him going up. Now all of my rest of my cousins and shit wanna be in videos and shit. So that's when I came up with the group Bad Kids, and that shit took flight.
You know, this wasn't an overnight success.
It was
for
not
you,
overnight.
You know,
man.
and take me through the beginning. Where you from?
I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
And how was it coming up from Baton Rouge? Because I feel like that's a lot different than where you're at here in Houston now.
Yeah, man. It was hard, man. You gotta, adapt to your environment. That's one thing, to adapt into the environment. But I always was hustling, trying to do something. I knew I had to do something. Like, so I tried to I was doing a comedy. I was doing the not the YouTube. Before YouTube, I told you it was Facebook. I was doing a Facebook comedy. Then Instagram came along and I was doing that. Then I was going to school and I was running the studio out my house, out my mama's house. Out my mama's house, I was running the studio, have people come record because I know how to engineer at the time. Well, to my ability, engineer.
Right.
So people come through recording songs. I was charging like $20 a song, and I had a camera. I was shooting the music videos. I was charging like $25 a music video at the time. Shit, that's money to me because I ain't got shit, but I'm trying to make it happen. So I was doing that. Shit, I probably sell y'all that weed. I was hustling, I was trying to get it. So,
because how old are you now?
I'm 28 now. So I'm 15, damn near 15 to 17 years deep in just grinding, trying to
doing
get
it.
Yeah.
And you even had some trials and tribulations in Baton Rouge.
Yes.
And you actually fought a murder case.
Yeah.
And how was going through that?
Man, it's just, like I said, man, in Baton Rouge, bro, you just gotta. It's just the environment and there's so much hatred and shit like that. But it's just that was hard going through that. But when I got past that, I knew I had to get up out of here.
Was that kind of like the aha moment? Like, it's time for me to get out of here. I gotta go move. I gotta.
Yeah, man, because I was fighting for my life, man.
What were they initially offering you? What were they? Were they offering you? Was it like life or was it like 20 years or something crazy?
We never got to that point. I was fighting the case. I was fighting the case from home. Basically, my CEO had bonded me out, and I think I was in jail like 8 days. But he bonded me out, and I fought the case from home. So I was home at least a year before we even knew what we was gonna do with it.
So there was
I didn't go to court or nothing. The only time I went to court was like one time, and I had to go in front of the jury and shit.
So there was a lot of uncertainty during that time too.
Yes, it was a lot of uncertainty. But
were you kind of like questioning things?
I really wasn't questioning it because I know how everything played out. So you know what I'm saying? Just gave it to God, and
I didn't even know. So what are the results? What ended up?
And he's here with you right now, so that's how it ended up.
Okay. So you beat the case.
Hey, ain't no free case. Funny Mike here.
Yeah, man.
And we won't stay on that.
Yeah.
But I do want to ask you something else.
What?
So, Mighty Mike is what.
Man, I had so many names. I had Mighty Mike.
There's another one I want to ask
you. Girl, he funny. 22 Savage.
So let's ask you about 22 Savage. Yeah, that was something that went viral. What made you want to take on that persona?
Well, I told you I'm a comedian. I was doing comedy and I was doing the comedy videos and I was doing parodies too, like just rappers. Kevin Gates. I did a lot of parodies, and then I ended up doing the 21 Savage parody or whatever. Okay. And I was doing the little videos and shit. Then I ended up doing I forgot initially what I had did, but I had did a song called 22 Savage something. This ain't 21, big 2022. Wow, but I was just joking, having fun with the shit, and he ended up getting mad about it.
But I mean, the music was actually going viral, and people were like, you were like really talented.
It was just entertainment,
right?
Though. Like, you know what I'm saying? The entertainment.
So 21 Savage is mad at him.
What did he say to you?
I forgot what he said at the time. I know it's on the internet somewhere, but I forgot what he said at the time. But I just took that as juice, and I juiced up off of it, and
Have you ever ran into him since?
No, I talked to him. Him and his team and shit recently and shit. So recently, but it was like we had talked, but we talked years ago. But like recently, we talked again, basically about doing some shit. So I ain't gonna get into that, but me and him good. Yeah.
Do you miss doing the music?
I don't really miss doing the music but I ain't gonna lie, I still do music, but for the kids now.
Right.
I got iPad babies and the kids love it. Like I make music for the kids because I know my audience. The kids love the how I bring the rhyming and the catchy songs to the kids, and they love it.
And you're funny. You know, that's one thing I've liked, that you've kind of you've done all these different things, but at the end of the day, because are you a father?
Yeah, father of 3.
Father or three.
Yes, father of 3.
Let me ask you a question. I asked a YouTube channel just recently.
Yeah.
So I saw all the video. So all that video, all the content you come out, your idea, or you have director, you have somebody who create for you?
Basically, like once you get into the YouTube world and you know what you want to do, is you doing family content. Say you how many kids you got?
2.
Johnny Dang, I surprised my son with goddamn iPhone 16. That's content.
He not surprised.
I know, but you get what I'm saying though. Like the basic gist of, you know, anything is
some
content.
Kid out there not appreciate it. Pretty good.
Yeah, the content.
And at the end of the day, people want to see that side of you too.
Yeah, they want to see every side, man. They want to see the fun side. They want to see the business side.
They want to see funny mind. They play golf.
Because you got people that's watching the video like, man, this shit cool, this funny. But you also got somebody that's watching it like, how can I be like him? Right. Okay, boom. Now they want to see, what's the business side to him? Because I know it ain't just. And I'm glad they doodled on myself, because I got a song called "Doodle on Myself." But as a person that's watching it, like a grown up watching, like they know they kids love it. But I know they looking like, this nigga crazy, but we know his intention, so he basically smart as shit. So what's the business side to this dude?
And you're right. A lot of people that watch your videos, I feel like they want to know, you know, how you got to where you're at. And so if someone that's watching this right now, what's some words of advice, whether they wanting to get into music or they want to get into doing content, especially if they want to get into doing content, what's some words of advice you could get somebody?
Best words of advice, man. If you want to do something, you gotta just go 1,000%. Don't let up. Don't just go. Don't start it. Well, matter of fact, make sure that's what you want to do first, because some people only want to do it when they see somebody else being successful at it. You know, which is not a bad thing, but this is what I'm getting at. Say, once you do it, don't do it and it don't work and stop. Oh, it ain't working for me.
That thing, don't just do just to do it.
Yeah,
you have to love to do it.
Right, love to do it.
Have
passion to do it and go 1,000%. Because if you ain't got passion in what you doing, it ain't gonna work. You gotta have passion about your craft. If you wasn't passionate about how your fucking flawless grill,
exactly,
everybody be fucked up. You get what I'm saying? You know how you get mad when you, man, that bullshit. Like, you know, he take passion in his work.
That's right.
So being a content creator, this go for rapper. Like, if you ain't passionate about your music, ain't nobody gonna bump that shit.
That's right.
But I ain't gonna lie, you could be passionate about your music and be shit. And be
still
shit.
Ain't go nowhere.
But you know, take passion in your craft. Take your time. And
all the time you've been doing YouTube, what the most difficult thing you got?
It was the most difficult thing?
Yeah.
And keep going. The most difficult thing is to keep going, because you got to think of shit, like new shit, because people get tired of seeing the same shit. You got to think of new shit to keep going, because everything is revolutionized right now. Like, okay, back in my prime, 2021, I had YouTube on lock. Right now, YouTube is another ball game. Now you got streamers and shit that's... It's shit. The content era is spinning. Every year it's spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, YouTubers still doing it, but right now, I feel like streamers are really, that's where everybody's eyes on these streamers that's doing big shit. But I ain't gonna lie, you can still be a successful YouTuber, but you just gotta spin that wheel of creativity and come up with something that's gonna keep people gauged in.
You know, there's one common denominator for both of y'all. It's two people who are very successful, and that word is consistency.
Consistent.
And do you feel like that's what separates yourself from everyone else is the consistency that you've had over all these years?
Yes, the consistency. I put in a lot of hard work. I'm not probably dropping as how I used to drop back in 2021. I was doing 3 videos a day, going hard. But right now, you know what I'm saying, I ain't posting 4 weeks. But, you know, I grind that hard to, you know, be able to take a break. You know what I'm saying? But I'm grateful to be able to take a break and get back to it, get my mind back right. Because 8 years, 7 years of straight, it'll do something to your brain, because you got to constantly think. And I'm not only thinker sometimes. So my brain going to overdrive, and especially just thinking of this when I'm dealing with baby mama problems. I'm dealing with this. I'm dealing with that. Like, it's so much shit come around. It's like a big storm in my head. Not just focus on work. I got to deal with my kids.
And you got a
deal
you got
with
a
my
team.
baby
You
mama.
got a whole team.
I got to deal with this and that and that. And I'm dealing with problems as I'm trying to
That's called
focus,
stress. Stress is number one killer.
Yeah.
So
number one killer.
Look what you've accomplished in all these years. You're at 28 years old. Where you see yourself 5 years from now?
Keep making it.
Doge Coin
Dogecoin to the moon.
Yeah. I see myself in 5 years, man. Hopefully God say the same, man, in a better position I am in today, you know.
And you keep God in heart?
Keep God in heart and faith and mind and keep moving, you know. Stay prayed up.
Like I say, because you never ever be, your success can be fail if you keep working hard and never stop. You're going to make it. Just keep doing it, you know. Because you know, retire soon. I plan to retire in 5 years. I don't think I can do it, but still keep working.
Retiring?
You know? I'm
thinking.
you know?
All you got to do is goddamn show up and take
count
a mold,
money,
take an order, then count the money
from funny money.
I would take your job.
You know how long it takes me to count all this money he did rob in the office?
Now, this what I mean.
You know what I'm saying?
This what I mean right here.
It's
Like,
work.
okay, I say like it's brain racking for me to gotta keep coming up with ideas and keep it going. You gotta constantly post, stay with ideas, stay consistent. You don't stay consistent, you lose the fan base. With you, all you gotta do is fucking show up and make the mold.
Not that easy.
See,
he looked it out from the outside. He said that easy.
What's your critical? What's his hardest part? What's your hardest part?
My hardest, I suppose I have a tea time at 12:20 today to play golf, but I had to cancel the golf because I have to go to see you collect the money.
You talking about fun? That's hard, dude.
That's hard.
Now you see what I'm talking about? That's hard. The
cancel the golf appointment. You know what I'm saying?
See,
yeah,
Mike, and I seen y'all went golfing together. How good is he at golf though?
Shit,
it's okay.
Man. I ain't really get to see the full stretch, but he good.
And what about him? How did he do?
He cool. He not a good at golfing, but he good dancing in the golf court.
I was jigging the pieces, man. Johnny, boy, you ain't see his golf cart? He got the speakers on there. Johnny, a whole different breed on that golf court.
Way to put some swangers on there next time, Johnny.
I know.
You got the music.
Yeah, so one thing, I've seen with a lot of comedians, especially in your industry, is they make the crossover to doing like movies and TV shows.
Stand up and
stand up. Is that something that you maybe want to visit one day?
Nah.
Why is that?
Movies, I'm interested in doing the movies and stuff, but stand up, I never really had the love for stand up, you know? I never had the love for it, and I never was in a position where I was forced to do stand up. You know, some of the comedians do stand up because right now your typical like comedians come from the Instagram background right now. They do the skits on there, then they do the stand up, and I was never forced to do stand up
like
because
DC Young Fly.
Yeah. He's in movies and stuff. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about like for your traditional Instagram.
But didn't he start also just like off Instagram?
Yes, and he did his thing. But like your traditional Instagram influencer, you expect them to do stand up because that's how they gotta go get their money. But I established myself in the YouTube world, and I make my money from traveling and doing my videos from home. So I never had to force myself into doing stand up. I mean, it's nothing. I probably think I tried it. I think one time, but I really didn't like it. I mean, I like it, but it's just like I know that's something I have to put 95% of my focus in to really craft it out. Absolutely. And I ain't got that time right now, so. It was never one of them things I wanted to get into, but movies, write my own movies, and
yeah, that would be dope.
I can see you doing that.
Easy,
yeah.
I kind of waiting to see Funny Mind the movie. Too easy for him. Yeah. But anyway, I'm just ask his busy time for 15 minutes, and we kill him more than 30 minutes. I appreciate your time, man, and.
Appreciate you, Johnny. King of Bling, the hardest thing he do.
Yeah, my boy.
Cancel a golf appointment.
Hey.